Instagram thought we were rich, but our landlord knew the truth.
On Instagram, Ton and Kemi looked like the definition of young success: rooftop dinners, designer outfits, white smiles glowing under Lagos city lights. Every post was carefully framed, every laugh perfectly timed, every caption dripping with gratitude and soft bragging. Friends commented with fire emojis, strangers asked for business tips, and relatives whispered about how these two have made it. But behind the phone camera, their smiles dropped the moment the post went live, because the apartment they were standing in wasn't paid for and the power could go off any minute. The moment the phone went down, silence filled the room. Kemi sank onto the couch, scrolling through comments she no longer believed, while Ton stared at the floor calculating numbers that never added up. Their account balance couldn't cover half of next month's rent, yet tomorrow they planned to post another soft life video. The gap between who they were online and who they were offline felt like a crack widening beneath their feet. At exactly 6:03 a.m., Ton's phone vibrated with a message he feared more than bad comments: "Good morning, sir. Please remember your rent is overdue." He read it twice, hoping it would disappear. Kemi watched his face change without asking, because she already knew. They hadn't paid in 2 months, and the landlord's patience was thinning fast. The truth was ugly. Most of their luxury wasn't theirs. The car belonged to Ton's cousin. The bags were borrowed. The restaurant photos were taken once, reused many times. They spent hours planning angles that hid cracks in walls and editing out the emptiness of their fridge. Each post earned likes but never money. Kemi's mother called daily, asking when they would upgrade to a bigger place. Ton's friends joked about him buying land soon. Every call added weight to their chest. They had built a reputation they could no longer afford to live up to. One night, the argument finally exploded. Ton accused Kemi of spending too much for appearances. Kemi fired back that Ton was the one obsessed with looking successful. Their voices echoed in the small apartment, mixing with fear neither wanted to admit they were drowning together. Minutes later, they went live on Instagram, smiling like nothing happened. Grateful for life, Kemi said, while her stomach twisted in knots. Thousands watched. Nobody knew the power meter was blinking red. The live stream ended abruptly when the lights went out. Darkness swallowed the room. No generator. No backup. Just silence and the sound of their breathing. The knock came the next morning, firm, final. The landlord stood at the door, polite but tired of excuses. Ton nodded as if he understood, while Kemi felt her knees weaken. They had 1 week. That same day, a post of theirs went viral. Comments flooded in: "Goals. Teach us how to live like this." Kemi laughed bitterly. If only they knew. They emptied envelopes, jars, and wallets. Coins clinked loudly in the quiet room, the sound of reality. Ton hovered over his phone, tempted to tell the truth online. But fear won. What if people laughed? What if brands disappeared? Silence felt safer. Kemi cried alone in the bathroom, makeup washed away, staring at a reflection that looked nothing like the confident woman online. That night, Kemi whispered an idea: what if they stopped pretending? What if they told the truth? Ton stayed silent. They scheduled one more glamorous post, not knowing it might be their last lie. Some comments weren't praise anymore. "You don't look okay. Something feels off." People were noticing cracks. As Ton's phone buzzed again, he froze. It wasn't the landlord. It was an email from a brand asking to visit their home for a collaboration tomorrow morning. If you were them, would you keep pretending or finally tell the truth? Let me know your answers on the comment section.